John, your business, you make jewelry, don't you? Is that only for adults like me?
No, I make it for children as well.
So you make jewelry for adults and children. And what are your jewelries made out of?
Wooden beads and semi-precious stones.
You're wearing one, aren't you? Yeah, well, I tell you what, we'll swap this for this one because I quite like the one you've got on. What
Thank
else
you.
do you make, John?
I make necklaces, bracelets and anklets, and I've recently started to make semi-precious stone earrings.
Wow. So when did you first get interested in making jewelry?
Probably when I was about 7,
That's a young age. How old are you now?
10.
You're 10? So 3 years now you've been making jewelry.
Yes.
Wow. You see that? Young, gifted and...
Black.
You hear that? Thank you. So how can we get your product after today? Have you got a card or a flyer you can show us?
Yes, I've got a flyer
Okay.
for John's Jewelry, and you can contact me at www.johnsjewelry.co.uk, and please follow me on Twitter and Facebook.
My name is Shazan. I go by the name Shazan Poetess. I'm an artist, spoken word artist, and also author of the self-help books Single, Spiritual and Sexual, and How to Get the Ring on Your Finger. And the third book is a book of lyrics to my poetry CD, my debut poetry CD.
I think I could have done with you 30 years ago when you talk about how to get the ring on your finger. Yeah, 30 years later it's still on and I'm keeping it on.
The book has contributions from over 30 brothers who gave their advice really to single black women on what would make them put the ring on a woman's finger.
Well, this is the ideal place for you to showcase your work because you have the audience and we're always looking for things that appeal to us and speak about the issues that we face. But you know what? This really captured me. This is a beautiful artwork that you've produced here. Is there a name? Tell us about this.
This particular one is called My King, because my work is really about building sustainable black relationships. And this is one of the first paintings that I did in 2008. It's one of my best sellers actually.
So tell me, if you have been in business as long as you are, you must have some tips for our audience because we're all about doing it for ourselves as a community, as a black community, starting our own businesses. Give me one tip that you would pass on.
Just keep persevering with it, you know. That's the only thing I can say. It's been a lot of determination. I felt like giving up sometimes, but really, I think persistence pays off.
Philip Bailey.
Jacqueline Ramnarai.
Welcome, welcome. Please tell us the name of your business.
It's Gambian Smiley Coast Clothing. Yeah.
How long have you been operating?
I'd say probably a good 5-6 months, not very long, so it's a new project.
And I'd like to ask you, why here? Why did you choose the Black Market event to showcase your work?
Well, as my daughter just said, we just started off and I want to find out, or get a feeling for what people need, what people want. I live outside London, so I needed to come into London because what I really want to do is to bring items from Gambia that people require. And if they want certain things I haven't got or they want a certain size, because there's a market in Gambia, there's a market in the African continent and it's not been used by the likes of Primark or the big supermarket stores. But if I can start to take the work and so people will get paid for what they do and be able to put food on their table over there. So whatever we buy here will benefit a family back home in Gambia or any other part of Africa for that matter. But
That's so good. So you're giving back to the community, to our African community, and that's what we want to hear. Sister, tell me about this portrait that you have here.
All right, yes, this is a portrait of Robert Nesta Marley. I completed this portrait, I'd say about 4 months ago. The style in which I paint is abstract portraits. I use knives and broad rimmed brushes.
Okay, thank you. And tell us about the garments you have here, this beautiful fabric. Where is it from?
This is from the Gambia. This is an example of the sort of clothing. Now this is a two-piece dress. Now the size I've got here, if anybody like it or they want it, I just take the measurement and I go back to the Gambia and I can bring back the size they want. But this is an example of you know, there's many beautiful different type of patterns as well, you know, but this is an example. So if anyone wants it, just get my number and give me and my daughter a ring, and we'll
Definitely. We've got some business cards, so, you know, they're available for anybody who would like, you know, to make an order.
We're here with the co-founder, one half of the dynamic duo, the neutron central particle of Black History Studies, Mark Simpson. Good evening, Mark Simpson.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, we're, how would you say, 3/4 of the way through the black market, the fourth black market. Tell us how you think it's been going. And
in fact, I think it's been really good because the last time we had one here, it wasn't as successful as this one, in my opinion. And I'm basing that basically on the food sales. We're totally sold out of food and we still got 2 hours to go. So for me, that's a success because I did more food than I did last time. And the last time I went home with food and was giving away food. So I don't know what we've done between now and then. About 4 people said to me, it's because people has heard about my food and a lot of them came down here to eat the food. So that's a compliment in itself. But I think it's been a very successful day based on the smiles I see on people's faces and people coming up and shaking my hand and saying great event. So yeah, I'm happy.
I think you got more helpers this year. Is that correct?
Most definitely.
We've been interviewing some of them. Could you tell us about that?
Well, last year, a couple of the people that attend our Black Studies class, they came up to me and they said, because last year it was a bit frantic and everybody was running around and there wasn't enough people to facilitate other people's needs. So a couple of them came up to me and said, if you ever need any volunteers, just don't feel no way to ask. And so said, so done. I asked quite a few of them and all of them turned up. Not all of them could stay till the end, but the main thing is they were here for the main part of it. And yeah, it's worked out really well because then we have people practically at every post to help people along. So it's fantastic.
There is a lot of love for Black History Studies. What is it you lot are doing to the people there?
I don't know. It's a secret ingredient. I'm putting Deb Rose's pepper in my food, right? Everything I cook has got Deb Rose's pepper. Anytime you get a chance, buy Sister Deb Rose's pepper. Lib Raw, right? Deb Rose, the Black Rose, she's also on Galaxy. Love her like food. She's one of the volunteers today as well. So I don't know. There's a lot of love. They say if you concentrate on doing good works, then good works will follow you. If what you put out in the universe, you get back. So I put it down to that because we ain't got no time for hate or no bad mind or, you know. There's a Capleton song that I always sing when people try and badmine us, but that's another story. Slow them up your feelings. Yeah, you know the tune, Yeah, but I haven't got time for that.
Well, you say you haven't got time, but you seem to do everything. Black History Studies seems to be everywhere. You seem to be teaching, you seem to be setting up black markets, you seem to be doing film showing. Black History Studies must be able to create time out of no time.
This time next month we'll be in Egypt.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that as well. We've got a Best of Egypt tour coming up, 10 days. We've partnered with Timeless Tours and George Nassim. Big up George, very good guy, you know. We did a recce with him last year and he looked after us, gave us the full treatment, and we said yeah. And we advertised the tour in January, and come 16th of May, there'll be 29 of us on the plane. Wow. So I thought that was quite a successful thing because usually we advertise a year in advance to give people time, but it's great. So yeah, that's another place we're going to be. And
okay, 30 seconds. What's the future of Black History Studies?
The future of Black History Studies is to keep doing what we're doing, educating the community to educate themselves and try to bring in as much people as possible to help create this learning circle that everybody can benefit from, most definitely.
Okay, well, Mark Simpson, excellent work. Congratulations.
Cheers, brother, man.
You the man.
No, you the man. No, you the man. No, you the man.
It's all good.
One love, brother.
Good. Respect.
Thanks.